Continuing from the previous episode 8. Get up, I promise you. Xiao Yan said helplessly. He was also walking the continent to find a way to become stronger, and he had to find solutions to his responsibilities and many mysteries. Isn't it a burden to bring this girl? When Xiao Yan wanted to refuse, the Golden Dragon King said to Xiao Yan, just bring her. You will definitely be grateful for your decision in the future, to be able to meet such a rare one here. The vague statement was not clear, and then Xiao Yan agreed. Engong, my name is Ching Yuan. I don't know the name of Engongzhen. The girl named Ching Yuan asked Xiao Yan happily. Originally, Ching Yuan didn't just believe in the pills and help of strangers. Maybe such a hypocrite would be even more terrifying. He had heard of such a person in the Mu family before, but what makes Ching Yuan strange is that since Xiao Yan with the appearance of Xiao Yan, Ching Yuan felt a kindness that he had never had before, and there seemed to be a voice in Ching Yuan's heart saying, follow the person in front of you. That's why Ching Yuan was born. The scene where he ate Xiao Yan's medicinal pill without hesitation and begged Xiao Yan to take him in. Ching Yuan, don't call me benefactor, it's just a little effort, my name is Xiao Yan. Out of trust in the Golden Dragon King, Xiao Yan directly told Ching Yuan his name without being pretentious. Moreover, from the words and shock of the Golden Dragon King, Xiao Yan could feel that Ching Yuan a few years ago seemed to be very difficult. Then how can I do it? The benefactor has saved my life, and Ching Yuan will always remember it. The etiquette can't be messed up. If the benefactor doesn't dislike it, I will call you Brother Xiao Yan in the future. Ching Yuan was cautiously blushing. He looked at Xiao Yan, for fear that he would reject him. Okay, Xiao Yan said helplessly. Xiao Yan knew very well that he was not a good person. If it wasn't for the Golden Dragon King who spoke out to save this girl, or she would have been poisoned already. But since he decided to help Ching Yuan, he would not let her. Feel this homeless feeling again. Engong, do you have a place to go now? If not, let's go to investigate the Mu family. Ching Yuan looked at Xiao Yan very happily because Xiao Yan agreed to take him in. Ching Yuan, do you know the situation around here? I went out for a walk alone, and wanted to go to a nearby city to buy some medicine pills and maps for emergencies. Looking at Ching Yuan, whose eyes were slightly red, Xiao Yan asked embarrassedly, to investigate the matter of the Mu family, of course, to know some forces in this continent. I know. I'm afraid that I can't help Brother Xiao Yan to add to your burden. The girl seemed to be laughing through tears as she spoke. Chung, located at the foot of the Monster Beast Mountains, is also the border of the Xuanling continent. As the boundary of the mainland and the foot of the Warcraft Mountains, this also created the prosperity of Chung in this radius of a few hundred miles. With Xiao Yan's current speed, it only took a few minutes to get to Chung, but Ching Yuan's ankle was injured, so he slowed down a bit. Brother Xiao Yan, why are you alone? Are you so powerful that you came out to travel? Ching Yuan asked lively and excitedly, apparently like 100,000 wise. That's right, by the way, Ching Yuan, what are the special forces on this Xuanling continent? Xiao Yan asked while looking at Ching Yuan. Walking in an unfamiliar country, it's best to figure out who can offend and who can't, so as not to cause trouble. Originally, Xiao Yan planned to ask his master, the Golden Dragon King, but how could he use the Golden Dragon King's own words? I can't remember these small cities at all. Small cities. Xiao Yan was sweating profusely, so he couldn't help asking Ching Yuan. The Xuanling continent is divided into two major families, humans and monsters. I don't know the power of monsters. As for the power of human beings, they are roughly divided into 1 country, 2 pavilions, 3 valleys and 4 sects. Of course, there are some equally powerful forces, but only a few people. I know. Ching Yuan pondered for a while and said, in the Xuanling continent, the country's dominance has reached its peak. After the royal family ruled the Xuanling continent, some powerful forces were born in this land, but they still surrendered. Under the coercion of the royal family, such a powerful force is of course dissatisfied with the rule of the royal family, but after the resistance, the voice of opposition gradually disappeared, because it is said that the royal family has a fighting immortal in charge. Dushan? This Xuanling continent is really a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. Xiao Yan secretly said that the power of the royal family in this Xuanling continent is strong, and his current strength should be in the early stage of the 3-star Do Di, but he is still a long way from that Do Xian. There is a long way to go, but Xiao Yan is not discouraged. He still understands the truth that one cannot eat a big fat man. One country is the royal family. It is said that the royal family is very powerful. In the face of the forces opposed to its own rule, it once adopted an attitude of disappearing. Only then can there be unity. And the two pavilions are the Fenxiang Pavilion and the Wanhua Pavilion, which is strange to say. The Fenxiang Pavilion is very strict in accepting apprentices, only accepting people with fire attributes, and they must be men. There is no woman in the pavilion. It seems that the yang is prosperous and the yin is declining, and the Wanhua Pavilion is not so harsh, but it is also opposed to the Fenxiang Pavilion. In general, Wanhua only accepts women. It is rumored that the pavilion master of Wanhua and the pavilion owner of Fenxiang have a marriage relationship. It is not clear what it is. In the end, the two most powerful forces in the Xuanling continent were established respectively after the end of the song. One of them, Ching Yuan, explained slowly to Xiao Yan. Besides, the three valleys are Dan Valley, Nightmare Valley and Astrology Valley. As the name suggests, the so-called Pill Valley is a piece of genius and treasure. It is rumored that the founder of Pill Valley found a treasure land that is extremely suitable for natural materials and treasures, so he founded Pill Valley. Although the strength of Pill Valley is not very strong, fortunately they have a strong. The alchemist has a lot of connections with many rare heaven and earth treasures. Nightmare Valley is a soul major, and is superb. Although his own strength is mediocre, he can use a soul attack to make people lose their minds for a short time and cause a fatal blow. Astrology Valley is one of the weakest among the three valleys, and it is the only one that can predict profits. UU reading link to www.ukanshu.com uses the power of the stars to fight or predict the future. The last four sects are the four sects with heritage. Poison sect, Sword God sect, Ming sect, Solomon 4. Poison sect, as the name suggests, is composed of people who use poison qi or cannot practice normal qi due to various reasons. Among them, the suzerain is a strong person with a poisonous body, because the suzerain had a great poison body at the beginning, and the empire sent troops to fight but was ruthless. Poisoning thousands of troops, out of desperation, the empire let them establish a poison sect, leaving the best place to stay for those who practice poison fighting and are looked down upon by others, and who are homeless and discriminated against. So the reputation of the sect master of the poison sect is a lot of responses in the sect. Although it is not popular, the poison sect has not done anything excessive after that, and the sect master poison is still there, so it has survived for a long time. Sword God sect, as the name suggests, is to cultivate normal fighting spirit but use the sword as the main means of attack. We do not talk about the strength of fighting spirit here. It only depends on your perception and use of the sword, which is also what ordinary people call sword intent. Only swordsmen who are proficient in various weapons and equipment can win this honor, and only then can they climb to the pinnacle of divine sword. Mingjiao is most famous for its melee combat skills. It can hide its whereabouts to find the opportunity to attack the enemy, and after showing up, it has a powerful burst and instant control ability, giving the enemy a fatal blow. Therefore, the title of Mingjiao's hidden killer has been circulating. Solomon claims to be a place that accommodates all strange people and magic, but it is also the most mysterious sect, because this sect is very low-key, and there are few good or bad rumors. Ching Yuan briefly introduced the power distribution of the Xuanling continent. Like a little girl who had done a good deed and hoped to be praised, she looked at Xiao Yan with anticipation, like a child who expected to be praised.